Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, Click that dial, we're going live. Jonesy's in the chair with the chillest vibe. Real talk, real laughs, no script in sight. Every convo hits just right. Late night rambles on morning gold. Stories untold and opinions bold. From deep thoughts to the fun and random. It's Radio Jonesy, can't help but stand on. Oh, tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. Ooh, pull up a chair, bring your thoughts to the floor. Every voice matters, no closed door. We laugh, we learn, we vent, we play, and leave a little wiser every day. Maybe it's weird, maybe it's wise, but Jonesy got the spark that opens minds. Just you and the stream, forget the stress in a world full of noise. It's the tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. No filters, no fade, just truth in the flow. Whether solo or guest on the show, a space to speak, to think, to roam with Jonesy on air. You're never alone. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. What the world? Radio Jonesy's that standout sound. Yeah. Conversations king and the vibe is free. Where the mic meets heart, that's where you'll be. Yeah, Radio Jonesy is more than a show. It's a voice, it's a vibe that the whole world. No, 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 yeah.
Hey, welcome in. This is Radio Jonesy, and we are broadcasting on this Friday afternoon. It is 2:04 p.m., as you can see on the screen. And yeah, how's everyone going out there? I know with daylight savings and all the different things that are changing, times might be a little different, but this is the same time for me on the wonderful Friday afternoon. I'm sitting here enjoying a lovely spring day, actually. Been cutting the grass, doing a few little things, and yeah, it's been quite it's been pretty cool, actually. Where are we? Let's go over to the comments. Good to see you, Chef and Jonesy. Welcome in, my friends. And you too are in on at Radio Jonesy. We're also broadcasting on Tasmania Island Life. And yeah, we're trying to just move that channel along as we go. Had a pretty good week with it this week. Had a few videos that got a few views, and yeah, I might have to. Let me go back to here. We'll just see if I can move this clock so it's not in the road. Where are we? This one. Let's say put him up here. How's that looking? I reckon that's the spot. Yeah, how is everyone going? It is absolutely fantastic. I'm here playing with EV Mux. Yes. Let's see what happens here. Let's just test this one out, see if it works. Whoa. Sounds like a shooting gallery, but yeah, there you go. does this button do? Okay, there we go. We're broadcasting on Tasmania Island Life. And also I got my little sidekick with me, the 3-year-old pup named Charlie. He is a Louchin, and he is sitting at my feet as we chat away. So, and we're also broadcasting on Radio Jonesy. Get back to the comments. Hey, welcome in, Ace. Good to see you, and always good to see you, Ace. And Chef says, remember to hit that thumbs. Don't be a bum, and share it out if you haven't already. Thank you. And yeah, thanks, Chef. It's just I worked a night shift last night, which wasn't very pleasant. It was freezing cold, and things didn't go according to plan. So the normal stop time got sort of delayed for another, say, 4 hours, and oh man, I just didn't want to be there. It was absolutely freezing. We had little bits of hail and wind, and it's just unpleasant rain, obviously. But it gave me a bit of a 4-hour sleep when I come home. Got up, mowed the lawns, and here I am now at it is 2:07, listening from the kitchen. Good on you, Shawnee. And that is the wonderful Shawnee Grows. Good to see everyone sort of popping in. We've got a few people coming in. And here is Troy Sutton. Good to see you, Troy. And you're looking well. What I seen you the other day on a live. And you're looking fit and healthy. And here comes, let me say, here we go. We've got Ace. Ace is a member of the channel of Radio Jonesy. Shawnee Grows is a member of the channel. And here's another member. It is the wonderful Da Moose. Barbecue and Outdoors. And Shawnee's jumped back over to Radio Jonesy. And she's good. Don't forget, we have 2 streams going. Come on over and help Jonesy get some watch hours here and now. Yeah, this week, like it is the 14th here today. As you can see on the clock there, it's 2:09 p.m. and I'm assuming you're seeing my time and not your time. Can someone confirm that for me in the chat, that you're seeing the time is 2:09 p.m. on 11/14/2025. It's a Friday. So yeah, got to keep rolling down the chat. Ace is saying hi. Demise is saying the chef. Sounded a bit like We Will Rock You. Which one are we talking about? The one at the start? Yeah, maybe. Charlie's passed out. I'll tell you what. I tried to feed him chicken, fresh chicken, like straight off the bone. When I come home, it was, and he just put his nose up at it. So I said, I'll sit there until you eat it. And he didn't touch it. I cooked him a couple of hamburgers. And sure enough, he just looked at it and looked at me and looked at it and looked at me. So I don't know what he wants, but he ain't going to get any more food from me. He must have been well fed. Yeah, the fireworks, that was a bit freaky, wasn't it? And there is Ace putting a few emojis out. And she loves Charlie. Everyone loves Charlie. Let me say, I'm a Delipin with my eyes open. Yeah, I've been playing with EV Mux. What else have I done here? Let's go back to the video effects. I was just sort of playing around just for all my. Up the channel, I should say. And what else have we got here? We got, what does this one do? Man, that's loud in my headset. What's this one do? Oh. What's your count on that one? Let's just go to some balloons. Come on, give me some balloons. Someone's got to give me balloons. No balloons. That's sad. Well, well. Somebody's giving me balloons. And then I discovered also I can be looking back at you people. That's pretty cool. And what else? I don't know. AC/DC been playing live in Australia last night, actually. So there's some AC/DC emojis. What else? No, that's about it. You know, but yep, there we go. All right, that's enough playing around. Let's get back to the comments. Chopped veggies, preparing to make soup tomorrow. Have dried beans I've grew in a Instapot. You grew them in an Instapot, cooking. Yeah, dried beans I grew in the Instapot, cooking. So they are ready. And now I am frying the chicken to eat. That's the way, Shawnee. Got your little apron on, cooking in the kitchen. There's Ace and the balloons. That was pretty cool, actually. Now, one other thing, I'll see if I can get the. Let me see if I can get the chat rolling up the screen now. How do we do that? We go over to here. And we come, as I recall, Devil Dog said you go down to apps and widgets. Is it chat box? Let's have a look. Let's see if this is it. Oh, it is. It's awfully small. Or is that me? So I've got to make that bigger. Size of comments. There we go. Yeah. How's about size of comments? Is there a way of getting that? The amount of comments? Background color. No. Ooh, that's a bit. Let's go green. Let's go blue. Oh, that's that one that. Yeah, I'm just playing with this. See if I can pull that back to there. It's almost. Oh, we'll just leave it there for now, and we'll see how we go. So that's there. I can move it around. Don't really want it there. No, that seems to be the spot. Maybe if I move my big melon over that way a bit. All right. Now let's have a look. Getting back to comments. And welcome in everybody too, by the way. And thank you for joining me on this YouTube journey. Radio Jonesy it's going pretty good. I've got to learn to do some better videos instead of, I've done a couple of videos. Talking from the heart seems to work well. Winging it is a good way of saying it. But definitely when I'm reading stuff and I've got stuff for me to read and think about, I really don't. It doesn't work well for me. So I might have to change that way of doing stuff. And there's the Odd Collective Boora. I think, or is that supposed to be just a boo? Good to see Andy. And Andy is in radio, so you just got to type radio in there, brother, and anyone's links will drop if you're in Radio Jonesy's channel. As I can see here, Shawnee Grows, he's over in Tasmania Island Life's channel. This week I've made a tater dish, Swedish meatballs, noodles, potatoes, and going to make pizza, pasta, bake tomorrow. Soup is undecided what kind. Sounds like you're very busy, and here's let's just go to the outside camera. I've got to work out how to do this better. That's what the weather is right now, looking out the front window. So yes, exit stage left. Let's have a look at that. Let me see. If I enlarge that picture, is the picture quality getting grainier? I'm assuming it would be. Let's just scan around there we can see the beach at low tide, and it's looking pretty good. You can see a little truck just driving around this top of the beach there. That's inside the port, loading up the ship. That's there. We've only got one ship in port. Yep, that's correct. Yep, one ship. And the shopping centre down in town. It's got a few cars on the roof. Man, I'm stretching it out now. There we go, back to the beach. And as we scroll around town, we've got a few cars on the roof. It looks like another ship, but that's just the infrastructure for loading the ships. Now we're coming around to Emu Bay. Yeah, it's very nice. There we go. Let's have a look out the front. Just to be, that's as good as it gets. Anyway, let's call me Spy Cam. All right, we'll come back to the Spy Cam. It doesn't pop off and pop on like it should. Like if I left that there, come down a bit to there, so it goes over the top unless I click. If I go that way, I'm still practicing with EVMux, obviously. Let's go back to the beach. Hey, they cut down all the Norfolk pine trees along the beach front there. You couldn't see the sand next to the surf club. Anyway, but they've come in and cut them all down. They would have been 50-year-old at least. But they said they were damaging branches, were breaking, and someone's put a claim in. And they said, you know what? We've got enough trees down there. Let's just get rid of them. Okay, Planet Jonesy, been cooking steaks on a sandwich press. I've done that before. And even omelettes. Turns out good too, mate. I've got a sandwich press. And when I used to go away, working away from home, in the different, instead of spending a fortune down at the pub for your dinner, you'd buy your little groceries at the IGA or the supermarket. And especially late in the evening, when the prices on steaks are going down because they're used by date, they want to get rid of them that day, so the prices sort of like get chopped to a third. That's when you get some good bargains that you can just take home. Okay, so doing that, knackered. Oh man, I work night shift. I tell you, I am knackered. And the crowd of people sort of died later in the it was in a main shopping district, so we were pretty busy. And then when the power went off at 5, everyone got sort of, all the people coming down and do their shopping. All the shops were shut because they had notices up for weeks on end saying on this day, "Hey, Ryan, good to see you, mate. Welcome in." And, said everyone was getting angry that the shops were shut. And there we go. Andy's put in radio. And what do you know? How do you see it? There is the Odd Collective ALT. Please check it out. He's a good, cool cat. Andy. Any good for surfing on the beach? Not really, but the weather system that's come in has been coming. You can see the waves from. It's a good. There was one single surfer there yesterday, but it was cold and raining. I can't see too many people down there, to be honest. But there are a few waves. Being up the top of the island, you don't get the swells like you do on the west coast. They come in from the Indian Ocean, or on the east coast, which come in from the Tasman Sea or the Pacific, whatever you want to call it over there. I think technically it's classed as the Tasman Sea. Okay, Ryan, Ace's links come up as well. I heard in Melbourne smash the world record with the bagpipes rocking. Yeah, they did, mate. It was on the news. It was pretty cool. They were interviewing people, and they were from all over the world. They come from everywhere to be in it. So, and they opened up another AC/DC lane down in Melbourne. They have some nice artwork and a big sign. And it's supposed to be somewhere where everyone can go and get their photo taken. But the strange thing about that, the Angus and Malcolm, like the Young Brothers, the band started in Sydney, not in Melbourne, and the brothers were. Let me click this, see what happens here. Yeah, the brothers were in a house in Auburn, which is now a heavily. Is it a Muslim? I'm not sure if it's Muslim area or Indian area, but it's heavily slanted in a migrant sort of part of Sydney now. So you wouldn't get too many AC/DC. I'm not sure. Yeah, the house got demolished, I think, last year. The house they grew up in. There we go. Ryan's whacked in the word radio. And this only works in Radio Jonesy's channel. I'm also broadcasting on Tasmania Island Live. We haven't fixed the Nightbot on that one yet as we speak. And as you can tell on the clock there, is that time saying my time, or is that time saying where yous are watching from? Because I'm not sure. Is that 2:26? Is everyone seeing that? Hey, Bobby, good to see you, mate. Welcome in. Let's have a look. Yep, type radio, Bobby. That's the word of the day. And there is Pettit Jean River Homestead and our good friend Bobby. Yep, no storms, still the storms from the east. Yeah, when they come in, like they come in yesterday, there was a guy catching waves. We were watching him through the binoculars. Well, I was anyway, from the window before I headed out to work, and he was catching some waves. So it was good to see. I'm going to have to start filming down at the beach. I might start that from tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be Saturday morning. Bringing, like the weather's still a little bit cool, but hey, extremely cool. Just a little bit cool. I was told the Norfolk pines were grown for in the day for sailing ships, as they were grown for ship masts. Mate, wouldn't be surprised. You should have seen them cut them down. They had the forestry machine there, the one that's got the claw, and inside the claw that goes in the grip, there's a chain just running, and it's just it grabs it and then basically bzz, and then takes it away, like just cut it, and he's hanging onto it like it's a twig, and he lays it down, and he cuts it into the lengths that fit on the back of a truck, and they went off to a sawmill somewhere, and the rest of the branches went off to green waste to be chipped or milled or whatever they do with the green waste these days. It's all changing here too, the green waste. But they've still got a lot of Norfolk pines down at South Beach, Burnie. So that was West Beach, Burnie. Burwood House knocked down, yeah. Bloody criminal it was. Should have been made into a Ashfield, you reckon? I thought it was Auburn. But it could have been Ashfield. Here you go. Shawnee's coming in. Yep. Jeez, it's my time. Okay, thanks for that, Shawnee. Appreciate it. Yep, it's your time. Well, there you go. That's the future for you. Almost 3:30 in the morning here, mate. Oh, well, thanks for sticking around. And what are you doing awake, Ryan? What's going on there, brother? How are you going anyway, Ryan? How's the channel going and everything going? A-okay, I hope. But probably the same guy in May. Wouldn't be surprised, mate. There's only a handful of surfers in this area that are local. Like there's a guy who does bodyboarding. Like he's got the little boogie board. He does a lot of that down at South Beach, down near the Bunnings. He's down there all the time doing his thing. He's got a wetsuit, and everyone sort of watches him. He catches a few waves, but you got to pick the tide, and you got to pick the time. Yep. There's a few tourists obviously that come around, and the tourists, they aim for it's not Mirwar Beach, Merriwa. It's not Merriwa, it's Merriwa. Over on the east coast, on the west coast, on the Indian Ocean side. And yeah, that gets pretty popular for surfing. And then on the east coast, there's some good waves. Down south are the best waves coming up from the Southern Ocean, but it is extremely cool. And as well, there's orcas, which are, if you're going to be wearing a wetsuit, you don't want to be wearing a black one because they'll think you're a seal. Yes, all good, mate. I'm just doing my own thing with my channel. Thanks for asking. Always good to connect with Ryan. Ryan's Variety and Talk. Used to be Ryan the tech guy. And then it was Ryan something else. And then now it's the Welsh wizard, Ryan's Variety and Talk. That's it, mate. Oh man, I'm getting old, you know, when a night shift knocks you around. Just not used to working those, and it's probably not the shift itself. It's probably you've got ready to finish at a set time, and then that gets extended to another 4 hours, and that's the part that gets you because you sort of wasn't prepared to be awake. Yeah, we do, but not as many as South Australia, and not as many as. We probably get just as many, but there's not as many people swimming. Tasmania's a very, I don't know, it's not a hot climate, so not everyone wants to go down and jump into the ocean, but there are sharks around. There was a young girl got taken over at Kui Beach, and they found her, the other side of Wynyard. Yeah, she went swimming by herself, and when the family raised the alarm that she hasn't come home, they found her towel and all this stuff sitting on the beach where she went, because at high tide that all gets covered up too, by the way. Like, you could be, I'll show you the beach. You could be laying on the beach, and I've got to be able to do this better than this. Pretty backward. But see all the sand down there in the beach, down on the left-hand side of the screen, and the water and the whitewash, well, that will be right up the top of the sand. That almost all that sand will be covered later on in high tide. So if you go down there at, say, this time of the day, and you put your towel down on the beach somewhere, and you walk into the water, have your swim, you come back, lay on your towel. Well, if you leave anything behind, that the tide will come and swallow it up. It's just the way it is. And the reason the phone is down the front here is because I only had. I wonder why I can't. I suppose I can. If I made it small, it's pretty daggy, but it looks way too small. Oh, it's full screen there. Let me go down small screen. Yeah, that looks pretty daggy. Can't even see it, really. No, well, let's just remove it. And we'll just do that. So if anyone has come up on this live recently, the EV Mux link is the same link every week. Now that is a bonus with EV Mux because you use your same. And that's a good thing to know if your friends are using EV Mux and they don't share the link. Well, if they're using the same studio, it is the same link. So week in, week out. So there's a good little tip. But we'll get back to the comments. Jonesy, I know a lot of surfers who have given it all away because of the shark attacks nowadays, Perth and South. Man, Western Australia, South Australia. Yeah, mate, the great whites there just seem to be. Do you see that guy in the news with his he was surfing on one of those boards with the fin, whatever they're called, the ones that go above the water, and they jump on it and it moves them along. And a shark come in and took a chunk out. It like grabbed his wing or whatever you want to call it that's under the water, and pulled him down. And because he's got his leg rope connected, he went down with the shark that was pulling it down underwater. And then he started kicking and punching the shark, and he's stressing out. He gets a gulp of air. He grabs his board and he pushes it towards the shark, and the shark takes a chunk out of the board and then swims away. And he doesn't know whether he's been bitten. He doesn't know whether he's bleeding because he's all adrenaline pumping. And he come ashore and he's luckily fit and healthy. There's stressed, obviously, but nothing. No tooth marks, bite marks on him. You look at his board, and man, it was pretty bad. Let's see if I can find it. Surfer dramatic Margaret River 2 days ago. Andy McDonald recounts a terrifying shark attack. Windsurfer. Is that the one? Great white. 3.5 metre great white. Oh. Yeah, here we go. This one's got the board. We are wasting precious time. But let me get to here. I'll skip it. I'll go to pause. And then I'll go over to here. And bear with me, I'm still... Charlie must have an upset stomach. Well, jeez, Charlie. He's not eating food and he's... Charlie! What are you doing to me, mate? Oh, man. Oh, Charlie. He dropped a good one. Oh, man, silent and deadly. All right, let's go share screen, which is down the bottom here somewhere. Private chat. Over here. Share screen. Share. And there is the surfer. Where are we? Is this me? Oh, man. I'm not sharing it, am I? Add the screen. All right, there is the surfer. And that's the chunk they took out of his board. Let's look at this.
Shark and lived to tell the tale. Andy McDonald says he was enjoying a day of windsurfing on the Margaret River in Australia when he was rudely interrupted.
Everything was really nice, and then just out of the blue, just bang. You know, something so hard and strong hit me like a freight train. And then it just pushed me up into the air, and then I fell into the water, and I knew it was a shark.
The fight for his life was captured on video, but it's unclear what's happening. Other windsurfers got closer, trying to see what was going on.
The shark must have dived because everything went underwater, myself and all my gear. And at that point, I was like punching it and wrestling with it, and pretty much just trying to get away from it and kicking it, and just trying to hope that none of my limbs were near its mouth, which I had no idea where it was.
McDonald was lucky to escape with his life, and even luckier to be completely uninjured after fighting off the shark. His surfboard is unfortunately done for. But that's okay. He can't be considering going back out into the water yet, right?
You know, I've got another board. I'll go back in the water. I'll go back out tomorrow.
Sharks beware, this surfer isn't going down without a fight. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Matt.
Yeah, Inside Edition Digital. Thank you for your service. But there you go. That is Matt, who was well. What have we got here? Now this is different. Where did you come from? Actually, where did this one come from? I don't even know this one. Where did he come from? Let's go over here. I'll just move it out of the way. Now that was different. All right, let's get back to the comments. But there you go. That was that. Let me go down to the next comment, which was Shawnee's coming in. Do you have sharks there? The answer was yes. Big wave fella. Oh, sorry about that. Welcome in. Yeah, big wave. Big wave FLA, is it? Anyway, welcome in, my friend. New to the channel. I'm not sure because this one's given the handles. I know a lot of surfers are given away because of the tax. Yeah, we sort of read that one. Shawnee's come in with crispy fried chicken is done. Yep, good for you. Made a sandwich. And paddleboard, maybe standing on the board independently, wakeboard. Yeah, but if you fall off a paddleboard, you're like a seal diving into the water to a shark, especially if you're wearing a black wetsuit. And there's a lot of seals down here. Yeah, they got like a wing on them. I haven't fed it. I've tried feeding him today. He didn't eat any chicken, and he didn't eat his hamburger that I cooked up for him. And they reckon the DNA, they can get DNA off that board to tell what shark it was. Big wave saying, I was surfing it. Is it, I don't know, Florida Point, FT Point in San Fran one time, and the sea lions beached themselves. I got out. Man, I've seen so many sea lions jump in boats. If you're out there fishing in your boat and there's a great white swimming around, the sea lions got no way. They can't outrun them. They can zigzag a bit, but they can't outrun them, and they'll jump in your boat for protection. And they're very wise to get out of the water. Sea lions are such a smart animal too. They're like the dogs of the sea. Well, you got to be brave because there's no one else there to help you there, Ace. Hey, Robin, good to see you, and thank you for coming in via Chicagoland. Robin, drop your link. Just type radio. Good on you, Ace. Valued member of the station, of the channel. And Ace has just said, just type radio, which he said, and then obviously, there you go. Let me, nice tip, not to wear black wetsuits. Yeah. Down here, everyone talks about colour, right? So what colour you want to get? Maybe blue, sky blue, maybe. They all talk about colour. They say definitely never do black. Robin's come in with the radio, but oh yeah, she's at Radio Jonesy. And what do you know? Nightbot's gone. Yes, Shawnee, where are we? We're 45 minutes in. Let's click that button. And the check was, for whatever reason, I never start with it. I just don't know. I've been told not to, but that's another story for another day. And we'll just click that button. And we will click over here as I'm running through the back content, and then click here, and then click here. And there we go. I apologise in advance if anyone gets bombarded with crazy ads. There are streams running 2 hours. Yes, Shawnee. Jonesy needs watch hours. And especially this week already, I've got one more day to go, which is today's numbers when they come in my time at 7 p.m. And at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, that's when I get them. I've already got 150 watch hours already this week. I was aiming for 100. I've got 150 for the week. So that's sort of given me a bit of a skip along, and which is pretty awesome. I'd like to thank everyone who's either watched or reran a live. I really do appreciate you. And it's just to get the third channel to the 4,000. It sounds greedy. It sounds selfish. It sounds wrong. But this will be the third channel. And I was talking to a guy last night, and he's a avid YouTube watcher, and he was just saying you should do a video on starting a channel from scratch and how to get it to monetization and how long it took you. And fair enough, it might take me 6 months, but you only got to put in like little tidbits and to make the video 6 months from now. And that's if you get another channel monetized. But do I really want to go through all this again? Not too sure. Sharks do not care for colors. Okay. If they are hungry, they eat. Pretty sure you're right. But like I said, if someone was swimming around in a black wetsuit and you had a yellow wetsuit, I'd reckon they'd go for the black one thinking it's a seal. That's just the way we think here anyway. I've seen many tigers, bull sharks in my spearfishing days. I mean, bull sharks are aggressive little mongrels. They just swim up rivers. They even swim up freshwater rivers, the bull sharks. But you knew where they were. They could keep an eye on them. Yep. Yeah, that's one. Look, they live there. That is their domain. That is their space. And we go into that space knowing there could be, big fish is probably the best word to say. Like, we get orcas. You wouldn't want to be looked at as an orca swimming around like a killer whale while you're swimming around in your black wetsuit. Jonesy, I saw you using a new editing style in your latest video somewhere, but you were reading from a screen, which you said you didn't enjoy. I don't think you shine when you're more, definitely. Like, I watched the video itself. I wanted to do a Shawnee Grows video style, and it just didn't work. Not everyone's as good as you, Shawnee. You're just fabulous with the way you do it. But yeah, it gives you. It's good to get ideas, but yeah, I'd rather like the video I talked about John Laws. That was me just parking the car, and he died. This legendary radio broadcaster, and memories started coming in. Katie in the kitchen. Good to see you, and welcome in. YouTube Police is here too, I see, on the right-hand side of the screen. Shawnee needs another piece of chicken. Well done, says Robin. Yep, thank you. That'll be for the watch hours, yeah. Well, I have been doing one extra live now, and there's like a handful of people there. Not you can count them in one hand on the Tasmania Island Life channel. So it's not like I'm getting tons of watch hours from those lives, but people are watching or running the live, which I really do appreciate. Hey, Jonesy is ahead of his schedule. I've got it all marked out in my little diary book in the house where I do my numbers every night. Like, why do I look at my numbers every night? People say, don't look at your numbers because it just does your head in. Just keep doing your content. Keep concentrating. Hey, Devil Dog, good to see you. Yes, I even thought, hang on. Let me come down. Katie's in the kitchen. Welcome in. Here is the YouTube police. That is AKA Gaza. Good to see you, my friend. And thank you for coming in on Tasmania Island Life. Much appreciated. We have we got 7 and 7 at the moment, it says. 7 over in both channels. Fabulous stuff. And Gary saying hi to the chat. Shawnee's come in with, is here with your pockets. YouTube police is here. Empty your pockets. Yes. Shawnee trying to be funny. Everyone's saying hi. God, Gary's coming in. Let me see your driver's license. Oh, there he goes. There's his badge. And proof of insurance. Robin's come in with, just ask Mr. Google. The sharks have a monochrome vision, so they see in shades of grey. Interesting. And that's pretty cool. And here we go. Look at this. I can't be on both channels. Or can he? I am on my phone. Well, how was your day? How much have you had to drink tonight, Shawnee Groves? Shawnee doesn't drink. I can't even be on here. Well, you're here now, so just stick around. Look at all this stuff going on. That is all because of that, man. I actually went back to that training live that you helped me with, and I just followed my steps again that you told me to do. And yeah. Oh, this is it could be an hour earlier for you guys because of the time changes, but 2:00, 2 to 3 or 2 to 3:30 or 2 to 4, depending on the day or whatever. But that's when I'm doing my Fridays, my time, as you can see by the clock. Yes, here we go. I'm in bed and Jamie's yelling at me, turn it off. But Jamie, you want to hear this lovely voice. Give Devil Dog a kiss on the forehead for me. That doesn't sound right. I should have said, give Jamie a kiss for me, Devil Dog, and then I'll let you hang up. Yep, I hear you, mate. You're all right, buddy. It's all good. Thanks for popping in. And here is Ed, hello, and even you, Eddie. Okay, the numbers are floating around. We're getting lots of stuff happening. Devil Dog. Even though I can't be here, I'm gonna be here. You're just too kind. Just too kind. No, that way. I can't do it anymore. I was going to point something out, but He knew what I was trying to show. Long time no see. Yep, been watching the videos. Yeah, we've seen him up there yelling and screaming. I like, hey, Devil Dog. I'm going to turn the volume down real low so she can't hear it. Okay, buddy. Just for that, how do I do this again? Do I come here? Do I do this? Yeah, that's for Devil Dog. Is anybody? I can't see if anyone's downstairs. I don't think they are. Let's just go back to the view out the window. There we go. And, oh, come on. It is time. Coming up to the hour, it's intermission.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. Click that dial, we're going live. Jonesy's in the chair with the chillest vibe. Real talk, real laughs, no script in sight. Every convo hits just right. Late night rambles on morning gold, stories untold and opinions bold. From deep thoughts to the fun and random, it's Radio Jonesy, can't help but stand on. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. Pull up a chair, bring your thoughts to the floor. Every voice matters, no closed door. We laugh, we learn, we vent, we play, and leave a little wiser every day. Maybe it's weird, maybe it's wise, but Jonesy got the spark that opens minds. Just you and the stream, forget the stress in a world full of noise. It's the calm you get. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. No filters, no fake, just truth in the flow. Whether solo or guest on the show, a space to speak, to think, to roam with Jonesy on air. You're never alone. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. What the world? Radio Jonesy's that standout sound. Yeah. Conversation's king and the vibe is free. Where the mic meets heart, that's where you'll be. Yeah, Radio Jonesy is more than a show. It's a voice, it's a vibe that the whole world.
And there we go with the intermission song. And yeah, Dale, man, what a he looked after Dale, and he was a disabled young man, and he took a shine. John Laws took a shine to this young fella, and man, he financially looked after him, and if he needed anything, Dale had it, you know. So yeah, those great memories. And like I said in the video that I did, there was a young mum was going through hard times. I'm just hearing noise. Oh, I know what the noises are. I'm hearing these weird noises, but they're from the camera inside the house. Yeah, this young lady was all upset and she had no one to speak to, but because everyone, like this guy was like Rush Limbaugh. Everyone wanted to everyone wanted to talk to him. He wasn't apolitical either. He was just a country music loving old fella who loved cars. He loved his music. He loved women as well. Good to see you, Sean. Welcome in. He's a happily married man, let me say twice, but his family, like he looked after I met him twice. Twice in my life. I had a chance to say hi, how are you? And he just said, I'm doing well, son. He got an illness, he went to hospital and they said go home, and 3 days later he was gone at 90. So he had a good innings. And we keep catching up with the chat. Type radio, and your link will drop just like the wonderful Ace. Here we go. Everyone's getting into the radio game. And sure enough, it is Ed there at Whistle Stop. So poor old Katie's missed out, so she's come back for a second go. And sure enough, Nightbot said, with pleasure, there is connect with Katie's in the kitchen. Jancy does night shift pay more money? Yes, it does. You get... it's double time, but it's not double time. But they say it's double time, but it's probably time and a half plus a little bit extra. But yeah, no one wanted to do it. No one wanted the extra money, because if you do night shift, you don't work today. So, which I don't want to work on a Friday anyway. Yes, but so they all say no because it's only time and a half. So if you worked yesterday and you work today, you're in front. If you do that one shift, you can't. That's one shift that you're getting time and a half. It's sort of like a double-edged sword. But hey, there's Sean. Come in. How are you on this glorious Friday afternoon? Well, this is how I am, and it is glorious. There we go. The view out of the front window, and if it was on StreamYard, I would have it up all the time. But since we're not on StreamYard, I'll just go to that, and got to do that twice. The Moose is saying hi to Ed. Everyone's saying hi to everyone, which is wonderful. So I love about this community. It is a fabulous YouTube community. There's a lot of the Devil Dog and Belt Loop 29 community, as well as the gardening community and the cruising community, all in here at the one time. You're at number one. What's going on? The Moose. All right, the Moose. Yep, everyone's saying hi. Isn't that nice? I'm sure it's only temporary. Okay, everyone's saying hi. Ace is saying I'm. Still at work, but listening. Well, enjoy your work, enjoy listening, and thank you for dropping by. Yeah, it is a nice view. But the phone's going to run out of battery, so I just left it on the front window instead of putting it up on the hill. I got to get the stairs better. Is there a way to look through binoculars without holding them up to your face like a huge version? Jonesy, is there a way to look through binoculars without holding them up? I don't think there is. I could get a fixed camera to the front of the house that zooms in. It'd be like a spy cam. Everyone would think I'm a weirdo looking in people's windows. All right, everyone's sort of getting into the music. That's how far behind I am. I am 9 minutes behind. I like the music. Yep. So do I. I've got a few now. I'll be making more. I'm gonna do something. But sure enough, I was talking to this guy at work, and he was saying, I like what you're doing, and congratulations, 3 channels. Wow. He said, how hard is it? He said, I can't even get anywhere near it. And he's only like a guy who puts up a random short here and a video of something there, and that's all he sort of does to show other people. And he was sort of blown away that I got 3 of them there, and almost the third one's almost at the full monetization instead of the part-time monetization. And he said, a great video would be, because you've done it 3 times, hey, he said, he's looking straight at me. He said, just start a fresh channel, call it whatever you want, and show everybody how you can do it. And I said, oh, really? But I hate it when people give me a challenge. Everyone's saying hi to everybody. Jonesy on air. And good stuff. And we're back. That's where we're way back. Oh, Jonesy's way back. Reading the chat. All right, so I think now, all right, if you can see the channels, right? See, YouTube Police hasn't got the handle. He's the YouTube Police. He is on Tasmania Island Life. And then when you see the Down Under Cruises is on Tasmania Island Life. And Gary's making a heap of comments. Sean, he's on Tasmania Island Life. And then we come to say Robin down here. Robin's got the handle. That means I don't know why it does it this way, but Robin is on Radio Jonesy's channel. I worked a later shift and got 10% differential, plus I had more time to play in the garden in the morning. That is a bonus, but I had 4 hours sleep, and then I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I sort of sat in the sun outside in the chair, and the dog sat on my lap, and he just said, what are you doing out here? It's a bit cold, but the sun felt amazing. And we, and by the way, if I've skipped your comment, please put it back in again. I apologize. But yeah, it was spy cam and zoom to the ocean. Yeah, that's the idea. I could get the port. I could zoom in on the port. The ship's coming and going. There was a little ship went past, a little worker vessel went past just before I come live. And yeah, connect to that and show the world. Hey, Tim Mitchell, good to see you, and hi, kids. Yeah, and like, see how we got the time like this as well? I could be connected to the camera with the time up and doing a 24-hour live. or a 12-hour live, or a 2-hour live, depending, and just show the sun coming up, the sun going down, the city lights coming on, all that sort of stuff. That's a Tasmania Island Life thing. I think that's going to happen. Oh, we're talking about the number ones. Good on you. That's why he's putting all the comments in. Good for you, Gazza. You get back to number one, buddy. You could always... Oh, no, you can't. You need to leave so I can retain my title. Okay. Yes, there's wonderful banter going on in the chat. The rescue garden is in full bloom, Shawnee. You will see a video on that, definitely, because I need to get another video on my my other gardening channel, which really is probably the least watched channel. Here we go. And there we go. There is the Victor lawnmower. And look at those lovely flowering daisies. They've all... These plants were eaten to the root core, like eaten to the ground by the wallabies. And I put them back in the pots. And sure enough, they're all out blooming, flowering away. And the grass is reasonably... It was looking better before I cut it, actually. But I've cut it maybe a touch short. Flowers are flowering all over the place. It is springtime in Tasmania. Oh, there we go. Look at that shot there. We've got the... Oh, yeah, is that a different shot? Oh, because I'm not seeing the other stuff on the screen. Okay. That makes sense. Yes, if I move... No, can't do that. No. That goes back to there. Still getting used to this stuff. But what does this do? Doesn't do nothing. This do? Oh, that's that. Overlay animations. That's this thing. Okay, so these are all the new little toys that I've discovered I've got. I can be super cool. I can be AC/DC rocks. Or I'm looking at you, kid. And there's a few others. I like that one. That looked more like me. Yes. We better get off that one before that happens. And this is to all the people who hasn't turned up to my live. Oh man, I'm just a big kid. All right. The Falling. This is all free EV Max. Free EV Max. The fireworks has got a bit too much, and the other stuff's got a bit too much audio in their stuff. But I do this. Good evening, Janet Potter. Good to see you and welcome in. Okay. I've seen you. I'll catch up to your... Oh, that's Gary here saying hi. Here we go to a nice comment. Well, Jonesy, those channels make higher pay for the type of right content. How to start a YouTube channel and get monetized. Yeah. They definitely do. A how-to channel, you reckon? Become a YouTube guru. Hey, I've got 4 channels monetized, and I'm not lying to you. Here they are. Bang, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Just do this, and just click this button, and oh man, there's so much of that garbage going on. And do you get hooked into watching that stuff? But it'll be interesting to do. I have got another channel out there, let me tell you, and I've got 5 subscribers, and they're all egging me on to lose weight. So I challenge any of you lovely people out there to find it, because it's well hidden. But you'll know it's me because it's me talking, and I'll probably be proud of that channel in about 12 months from now, when you see the before and the afters. Yeah, good on you, Gary. And the sunshine's coming on the back lawn. The flowers are all flowering. I've got to get up on that back hill with a weed whacker over the weekend and the chainsaw. I've got to finally finish cutting up the tree that's right up the back. I've got to get that cut up and split ready for winter. If I do that now, it'll be good as gold. It's been sitting down on the ground for about a year. Okay, Tasmania is one he needs the watch hours for. Yeah, Tasmania Island Life. Let's have a look at we got 12 wonderful people in. We got 6 and 6. How good are we? I'm very appreciative of that indeed. And where are we at on the time-wise? A little Finch wanted to come in the room. Time-wise. Oh, yeah, we've got about 40 minutes to go. And the old free version of EV Mux will stop. So I'll probably run to the top of the hour. And so I'll just run down here. Katie and the Katie. Just running. Oh. Okay, I'm getting down to Janet Potter's comment. They are pretty cool, eh? I'm not typing because I'm working. Welcoming Belt Loop 29. Love the new logo too, by the way. And here is the wonderful Janet Potter. Good evening, heading off to sleep. Just stopped by to say hello. And hello, Janet. It's been a long day. Well, it's only 3:19 if you see the clock on the wall. And thank you, Janet, for showing your support. Okay, let's go. Everyone's saying hi. Bye. Good on you, Tim. Bye, Janet. Robin saying, oh man, howdy. Okay, here's another essay. What have we got on this one? I watched a few videos for a good month in the create content that gets you monetized, content that otherwise I stay away from. Yeah, well, see my my little offsider, the one who talks to me, maybe he hasn't spoke to me now for a bit over a month. He put a video out recently. He talks at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and there's a secret there too, that he speeds up the video for when he talks, because he talks a bit slow, just like me, I suppose. He tweaks it up about a quarter, and it goes pretty quick. It just keeps talking, and here you are, and we're doing this, and yeah, congratulations. So Watch Jonesy disappear. I wish. I'm trying to get rid of half of me. There's a look here. Here's a goal of mine for it's probably 6 months away, but there's a runners club down in town, and they start at the beach and they run 2.5 kilometers that way, and there's a turning marker, and they come back 2.5 kilometers. And it's all along the coastline. Every week there's hundreds of people doing it. There's probably 300-400, and it's you got to pay to join. That you get a digital number. Well, you get a number, and when you leave the starting line, it reads your number. Like, it's all AI stuff now. It reads your number, and then when you come back over the finish line, it reads your number and then spits out your time. And so you don't have to. It's not like ready, set, bang, go. It is just turn up between 9 and 10, and do your run. And at the end of the day, we work out who's the fastest of the day, who's the fastest child under 5, child under 10, child under 15, fastest under 20, fastest. Then it goes to the elderly pensioners, like the fastest, who was the oldest to finish. And there's all these different subgroups. And they all get little awards. It's a lot of fun, but I've never been one for. I used to play football and I hated road running. But I've got to move more. So I've just started walking, which sounds crazy, but truthfully, I don't do enough walking. So I've just started walking, and I've filmed a few videos. There's about 8 videos on this channel so far. Probably be another one this weekend, and it'll probably be at the beach. But you try Googling Tasmania Beach or anything like that, weight loss, you won't find it. The first person to find it will win a prize out of my community, because people that have subscribed to that channel now are just people in the weight loss genre. That seems to be popular. And it's lovely that these channels, these people come in, they're just random, don't know you from bar of soap, all commenting things like, I wish you all the best, good luck, you can do it, your journey's your journey, all these wonderful, uplifting comments. I was expecting to see, get moving, you lard ass, you fatty, keep moving, don't stop now. Because I'll be talking as I'm filming. Go, it's like a rude movie or something. I tend to jump from one thing to another. I stick to I think I have a ADHD thing. Yes. Well, the dingo has no videos. That's not it. No. You won't find... That channel doesn't comment on anyone's videos either. So try hard, Shawnee. If anyone's going to find it, this person here, she's like a bulldog at the gate. She'll work it out. But yeah, we won't. I worked with that. The father of. Well, I was working at a Seventh-day Adventist factory that made soy milk and Weet-Bix, which was a company called Sanitarium. And they were Seventh-day Adventists. And it just so happens the factories where they lived in the same place, and they went to the similar churches as most of the people in the factory that were in management. And I got to meet him a couple of times, and lucky everyone, she got jailed for killing a baby, but he's swearing to God that it's a dog dragged the baby out of the tent. So whenever I see someone say these comments, which it's sort of, I see the other side of it. I see the actual look on his face when he's looking at you straight in the face and he's telling you, hey, I'm telling you, it's just terrible. So what can you do? You're going to take a man at his word? I'm thinking peppers and tomatoes, or is it open question? I've directed it at me. I suspect it was directed at Jonesy. Okay, I've jumped a few. I think I am 2 minutes behind, so I'm catching up. I started walking as well. Good on you, Gary. Best thing in the world for your body. It's what the human body has been designed to do, is to walk. And unfortunately, it's to store fat. If you don't, the human body is designed to eat when it can, store fat when it can, for the lean times when you don't have the food. And that's the whole thing, is that when you keep putting fat into your body. I walked and all the pounds fell off. If you cut the calories too, it goes quicker. I had foot tendonitis. I've got gout, unfortunately. It comes and goes and I can't stop it. I can't work out why it's coming this time, because I'm eating as clean as I could eat. Typically, I drop 15 to 20 in the garden season because you're active, I would imagine, Robin. And that's wonderful, yeah. And that's great advice. And that is, like, I've been injured. Like, I've hurt my shoulders and my legs have been pretty good, really. But when you go to physio, they just say you just got to keep moving. Once you stop, it all says, Ace, you're a legend, Ace. Let me just say that. And sorry if it was offensive. I don't know what was offensive. You'll never be offensive, Gary. That's for sure. What lean times? Lean times when you don't go out and spear a wallaby or a kangaroo, and you don't get to cook these fatty or pretty lean meat, actually. Because it was late, like I come home like I don't know, 3:45 in the morning, and I'm driving up to my place in the middle of the city. Like, you can see the streets from the window, like on that picture. Well, actually, that camera's died. The camera's off. Well, you can see in the pictures anyway. I dodged about 6 wallabies, and this little young baby one, it looked like a little puppy, like it's a small one, and it's in the middle of the road, probably out of the pouch for the first adventure. And it's looking at me in the car, and I just didn't want to drive forward, and I'm saying, get off the road, you stupid animal. And it hopped in front of me car, and anyone else wouldn't care because they're a pest, I'm going, and you don't want to toot the horn because it's like 3:45 in the morning in the middle of the city with all the, nice people sleeping. Yeah, it's in the, if that's my foot, hang on. If that's my big toe, it's right here at the joint of the foot, and it just doesn't leave me. Anyway, I don't know why I get it. I got tablets everywhere. I pop pills for the gout anyway. What those pills do, but it makes me, like I said, I got bad shoulders, You take those. Well, Planet Jonesy's come in. Yep, I'll get to that comment. And good old EV Mux has come in with your live recording will end automatically in 30 minutes due to your limit plans. Please upgrade and you could go longer. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. No bread. Okay. I don't really eat much bread. There's a little bit of bread, but not much. Beer, I've basically given that away. Haven't had a beer for months now. Sugar, don't put any sugar. We don't have sugar in the house, so whatever's in the sugar's in the food is the only sugar we get. Rice, I do eat too much rice. Pasta, I don't even touch pasta. In other words, anything that tastes good. Yeah, it could be rice. I eat a lot of rice. Rice is probably one of the easiest foods to cook, the flavour, to, I cook fried rice every weekend, and then we have boiled rice as well. Gout herbal remedies. I wonder if that list is... I wonder what that list is. Yeah, well, anti-inflammatory tablets is what the doctors give you. You get 3 a day. They're tiny little tablets. I used to be able to take one and you could feel the pain disappearing. I'll tell you what, my late father, he had it that bad. It was the middle of winter, and he was his gout was hurting him that much. He was laying on the bed. He couldn't have a sock on because it was just the pain of wearing a sock on it was killing him, and he couldn't put the sheet on the bed, not to mention a blanket. So he's laying there in the middle of winter, freezing, with his legs sort of hanging off the side, and he's got like a toga sort of blanket thing going on, where he's got it going over the half of his body. And he used to say to me, I just wish and pray none of you kids would ever get this, And I don't get it that bad, but it's with me at least once a week. And this pain right now has been with me for about... cook rice in broth. Why would I cook rice in broth, Shawnee? Tell me the benefits. In saying that about rice, you don't seem many overweight Asians. You do not. Only the sumo wrestlers. See, I probably drink too much of this stuff. But it's got the chemical in it that doesn't have sugar, and it's sugar-free. Look at these dirty fingernails. Iconic. Solo. Thirst crusher. It's a thirst crusher. That's the only drink I've got in the house, actually. I have to go to the shops. Talking about the shops, what's going on? Oh, I got the email too. My Bluey coins, my silver coin that I bought, that I didn't buy. Well, I did buy. I went into the auction at the Perth Mint, and they was it. Oh, I forget the count. It's either 10,000 of them made, and there was like 200,000 people applied for it, and I won one. Oh, well, my name come out in the ballot, so I got one, and I went for the gold ones. I went for 3 gold ones, which are only are not real gold. They're sort of, I suppose they're brass, but the 3 bluey dollar coins, I put in for 3 because the daughter wanted one and I wanted one, and then we had one extra to do something with, either save it or whatever. And the daughter put her name down for one, and they were $20. You had to put your bank details in if you won, and it was $20. And the silver one was $100. And she said, "Are you going to go for the silver one?" I said, "Well, if I don't win a gold one, it'd be good to win the silver one, and maybe not as many people will be risking $100. Well, not risking, but wanting to spend $100 on a $1 bluey coin." And that's what it is. It's real currency, but you would never use it on the street. But sure enough, Radiohead Jonesy's name got read out. So flavour, you reckon, Gary? What about the sumo wrestling dudes? Well, they're the big rice-eating Asians. I got to go to Japan and watch that. That looks so fascinating, the culture and the history, and the Japanese people too. Honestly, they're sounds like a really nice place to visit. I haven't been there yet. Cooking rice in broth instead of water enhances the flavors, adds nutritional value, including protein, amino acids, and minerals. Okay, Shawnee, you take all the fun out of it. But what does it do to your rice cooker? Try fasting. Yes. Don't eat after 7 and then to 12 the next day. Hey, I haven't done it properly like that yet. I've done 8 till 8. That's all I've done. 8 at night to 8 in the morning. I was told 12 hours, but the longer you fast, the body burns. It turns into that. What's it called? Not keto, but ketosis, whatever it's called. Yeah, you're right, mate. Jonesy, I need some things from the shops. Pick me up some maple syrup, some honey, and some yogurt. Ooh. Maple syrup. I'd have to look for that. I never even see that in the shops. It'd have to be there. Would you like some Tasmanian honey? Excited to see the new bluey coins. Definitely. They're where have we got left in time-wise? 20 minutes. Let's have a look. We did this the other day. Okay. Bluey coins. Okay, the Christmas ones. Wow, they're good. All right, here we go. Let's have a look. Okay, thank you. All right, it's not the best, but let me. It's not the best at all. Sorry, this site I'm on is definitely. Collect coins, home, shop online. Let's have a look at shop online. Here we go. This is better. better site. And then we go to there. And then, hey, Johnny Smallpepper, welcome in. Let me just run down the chat before I go to my coin collection. Did you Google that or use ChatGPT, Shawnee Groves? We're going to Japan next year. Awesome, mate. Looks like a great place. There's a lot of cruise ships go there, but you only go in there and you're only in there for a few hours, really. Ketosis, yes. Hey, Johnny Smallpepper, good to see you, brother. Welcome in, my friend. It's late in the night for you. Johnny's saying hi to everybody. Johnny's saying hi to Shawnee, and then I seem to be seeing them a lot more lately. Okay, Robin said Shawnee, Greek yogurt and honey is nirvana. You can add butter or oil, herbs to rice broth. Yeah, worried about broth burning the rice cooker a little. Use a little water, 2 to 1. Good on you, Shawnee. Okay, so ChatGPT or Google. Everyone's going to ChatGPT now instead of Google. It's got, the AI is becoming the new search engines. Yeah, 2 parts liquid, 1 part rice. Well, the rice cooker we've got, you put your cups of rice in, and then it's got on the side of it, it says how many, like depending on how many cups of rice you put in, you fill it. If you put 4 cups of rice in, then you go to the number 4 level with the water, and it works a treat. Johnny, I'm really struggling with YouTube. It's a failing platform. I'm finding myself back here where I started with people just having fun. Well, listen here, Johnny. You're on Radio Jonesy. I'm broadcasting on 2 channels live right now. On the second channel, Tasmania Island Live. That is where I want to get some more pennies. So I'm at 3,449 watch hours. So I'm pushing before Christmas to have that to 4K, which I'm sort of getting 100 watch hours a week. So I just got to keep the videos going on that channel. But yes. And hey, Johnny, it's all about fun. I'm doing this because I'm going to have fun with this when I retire properly, officially, and rice will equal amounts. Is the only difference. Will boil off. Yep. I don't own a rice cooker, but I want one. Oh man, best thing ever. The daughter brought it with her when she moved back home, and it is so simple. You put it in, you top it up to how much rice you want, and then you press the different. You got brown rice, white rice. Don't ask me what the difference is, but all these settings are like a little computer thing. Press the button. When it goes green, you're good to go. And Johnny's coming in with Japan is amazing. Allow 2 to 3 weeks if you can. Definitely will, Johnny. My middle daughter wants to go to Japan, and she's asking me to take her. And let me say, she's 30 odd years old. Why does she want her old man dragging her around? But hey, if she wants a big buffhead protector, I will go to Japan. The wife's not too keen, to be honest. Japan? Why would you want to go to Japan for? Man, what a fantastic history, beautiful place. They've got some fantastic beaches. You wouldn't think Japan has a beach culture, but it's, it's an island. So, of course, it's going to have beaches. All right, so we're just moving along the chat. Whatever the rice cooking instructions are. Yeah, sorry, Shawnee, I just skipped that one real quick. I would recommend putting a little butter in the pan, and the fried rice in the butter becomes what. Yes, definitely. You know what is good in the fried rice when you cook fried rice is beef tallow. Yes, I said it. Beef tallow. Get that going. Chuck your rice into that. Start stirring it. Put the soy sauce in. Man, it comes up fantastic. Katie's gone, I use my Instant Pot. My daughter's got some fancy cooking machine that I don't know what it's called, but she can cook all sorts of things in it. Let me say, my youngest daughter is the chef. She cooks everything from scratch. Everything is nothing she does not do. She does everything from scratch. Okay, we're talking rice here. Hey, Scotty, good to see you. Controversial Cruising has come in on the Radio Jonesy channel. We are broadcasting on 2 channels. I like adding Trinity to the rice. That's what it says. My eyes are getting terrible. Okay. What about MSG? Did you put any MSG in? There is my good cruising buddy. That is Scott and Controversial Cruising. If you ever want to know anything about the cruising community, that is Scott. Type in radio, mate, and your link will drop. Your channel will drop. That is, radio, RADIO. Anyway, I've got about 12 minutes left before the gods of EV Max will turn off my free version after 2 hours. And I'm just going to... Here we go. You got to do it in 12 months, my friend. We keep getting watch hours taken away, not from last year, but from last week. Why would that happen? That is unusual. I did lose an hour the other day, 1 hour, for some reason, on one of my channels that hasn't been around for 12 months. Yeah, maybe you might be onto something there, Tim. My gardening channel lost an hour. Japan is a very safe and people are very polite. Yeah, mate. I tell you what, if you watched the videos of these video vloggers going to India, and they go to the worst places, it is absolutely chaotic. Hey, Scott, good, thanks, buddy. I haven't seen it here yet, but I see it on the screen. Yeah, mate, thanks for that. I find some information about advanced analytics, blah, blah, blah. Some info in there somewhere. I've been unlimited supply of beef tallow. Yeah, it tastes good in the fried rice, Shawnee. But one man can tell you, it'll be the keto cook. We had 34 hours on the night and 1.8 the next day. Hey, mate, that don't make sense. Wonder why. How is your watch hours going, Tim, anyway? How many more do you need? Here he is. Jonesy, no rice. He's the keto cook. We were just talking about losing weight too and exercising and doing a few things. And I said the worst thing I eat is rice. But Jesus, got the conversation going. The old rice. I got 9 minutes left. That's what we're looking at. Jonesy's come in with. And if you haven't connected with this guy, Planet Jonesy, please connect with him. He's small channel. You're getting on the ground floor. He's a cool cat. He's got a place, a house, and a family over in the beautiful island of Bali. So when he gets back there, because he's trying to finish off his career back in WA, so when all that's finished, and yeah, mate, yeah, you're right. It is a really nice place to go by the sounds of things. All right, let me. Geez, the chat's exploding. Shawnee, I guess I'll he'd have a rice cooker. Occupied with other stuff. I'm finding the analytics page. Turn the tab section. Beef tallow is not good for the gout. Okay. Well, that might explain uric acid. Yep. Actually, beef in general. I do eat a lot of beef. Yeah, don't tell me that, Robin. Don't tell me that. The whole Scotch fillet. Okay, I just okay, the duck. What have we got here? The duck broadcaster shut me down because I exceeded 20 hours. All right. I've never had a look at that yet. Oh, the duck. Oh, yeah. StreamYard. Yeah, 20 hours. But they shouldn't shut you down. Like on your last live, just say you got 20 minutes left, you could go for 3 or 4 hours, but once you stop, you're gone. You got to wait till your monthly cycle comes back in for their 20 hours. But just get back on EV Mux. All right, now let me just, before I do anything else, let me just do this. I hope this is the right one. Share that. Go back to over here and share that. Oh, don't click that button, you goober. Are you sure you want to remove cancel? I want to. Remove to screen. What's going on here? Why isn't that coming on? Okay, let me get off that again. So that's remove me from screen. Maybe I've got to do that. Let me just try this out and see what happens. Oh no. Oh, I've wrecked the whole thing. I've wrecked the whole thing. Let me just do a quick little fix there. All I'm trying to do is share the screen, and it's just not let me. Remove. No, hit that. Ah, man. Okay, let me go. Share screen. I want to get this, see if I can do it. All right. Okay, we're here. There we go. No, it doesn't want to go up. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, I'll worry about that on the next one. I've only got 5 minutes left. So I apologise. I was going to show you the bluey coins that are coming, but I will show you that for sure next week. So here we go. Watch this. Now, there we go. I've got rid of the time. As you can see in the studio, I have the naval flag here on my, up there, the white ensign. That is the Australian Navy flag. Over on the wall over here, we have the Tasmania flag. And here, we have the Seafarers flag. So that is Australian shipping flag for anyone with ships. They have, and you can see like the little Australian flags all over the place. They're blue, the same colour as that, with the same stars, which is the Southern Cross and the Northern. No, what do they call that big star? Anyway, that is a little bit of a change in the studio. All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. What have we got left? We've got a couple of minutes. I would like to thank everybody who has come in today. Oh, sorry, Scott. Hey, Scott, mate, absolutely legendary. Just passing some love to Tassie and Scott. Now is the time. I should be doing this and going, come on, this, and then doing. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you, my friend. And yes, it's good catching up. I was working weird and wonderful hours, so I got to see you live on a couple of channels today and last night and everywhere else you were. Okay, that's not that one. Okay, all right. Oh, I'm getting lost now on the old EV Mux. Trying to find it. Can't find it. All right. So thanks, everyone. In the final countdown here, let me just run down the list because I've got to build the studio better. Okay. Down Under Cruises has popped back in. Thanks. Good to see you, Sean. Again. Right. Little Charlie's making noises. All right. So let me just roll down the list. Oh, man. I'm just so far behind. Nice to meet you, Ace. And chat, yeah. Hey, Scott, just type radio, mate, and your channel will drop before we go because you're in Radio Jonesy, I see. And let me just say thanks to all the channel members. And we have Tim Mitchell. Thank you for being a channel member. And also we have the wonderful Ace, a fantastic friend and member of the channel. Shawnee Groves is another fantastic channel member. She was channel member number 1. And there we go. We had Demoose in before. Thank you, Demoose. And Civi, sorry for missing you. I'm pretty slack on the old chat. And thanks for coming in. And you do great work with your logos. Gary's Belt Loops one's fantastic. And have I missed anyone? Shawnee? Is there any channel members I've missed? I've got to learn to keep on top of things. But thanks, everyone. We're at the 2-hour mark. I've got 40 seconds to go. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go out with a bang. Let's rock. Let's rock, baby. Got 30 seconds of it. Song goes for 4 minutes. If it turns on. Come on.
Jose! Turn it up! Turn it up! Kick in the static, let the signal roar. Jones is talking.